We want to bring in now our own Errol Barnett. He has been busy covering the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. He's there, as you saw, in Santa Clara, California. Errol, good to see you. So the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Justice Department and the SEC are looking into the failures of Silicon Valley Bank, and that includes bank executives selling stocks just days before the collapse. That doesn't sound good. What more have you learned?
Yes, there, Lana and Elaine. Great to see you both. In fact, that sale of shares by executives just before this bank went under last week was something customers were telling me infuriated them. You know, as they were standing in line for hours yesterday to get access to their own personal money, but in most cases their business money, they felt that these executives need to be held accountable if they knew something that wasn't shared with the rest of the company or those who had their millions, in some cases tens of millions of dollars, in this bank. So yes, the Federal Reserve and the SEC now specifically looking at the chief officer of this company, Greg Becker, the chief financial officer as well, which doesn't necessarily suggest that illegal activity took place, but they will look into it to see if that was in fact the case. Also, Senator Elizabeth Warren today really breathing fire at this company and its leadership for taking risks, not just in how they invested the money. Excuse me, there's just a bit of inclement weather here in Santa Clara. But Senator Warren specifically called out the CEO, and I just want to read you some of what she tweeted a moment ago. She said Fed Chair Powell's actions directly contributed to these bank failures, and so for the Fed's inquiry to have credibility, she wants Powell to recuse himself from that Fed probe into this company. She also sent a separate letter that named the CEO of this company and said this, quote, "You have nobody to blame for the failure at your bank but yourself and your fellow executives." She goes on to write, "You lobbied for weaker rules, got what you wanted, and used this opportunity to abdicate your basic responsibilities to your clients and the public, facilitating near economic disaster." Very harsh words from Senator Warren, which of course is someone, a Democrat, who has been against the relaxation of banking regulations, but it gives you a sense that the anger against this company is not just here outside by customers, but it's in Washington as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Really forceful words there from Senator Warren. Well, Errol, you have been reporting that people have been running there to Silicon Valley Bank to get their money. Now the bank, we understand, is facing a lawsuit. What are the details on that?
Yeah, that's right, Elaine. On Monday, one of the shareholders, and we have to flag that it's not just the executives who are out of their jobs and under the spotlight, but anyone who had shares in this company, they've been wiped out. So one shareholder filed a lawsuit on Monday, a class action lawsuit, effectively calling all the other shareholders to join them in saying that these executives perhaps hid how their strategy to invest in long-term bonds put assets and deposits here at risk. Keep in mind, this bank was carrying more than $200 billion, and if it weren't for the relaxation of Dodd-Frank years ago, which the CEO of this company lobbied against, it would have excuse me, again, just quite windy, it would have undergone stress tests, which effectively say, take a look at your assets. Do you have enough to pay off the deposits? And so that lawsuit is underway and certainly could grow in the days ahead.
Errol Barnett. Errol, thank you so much. We know there's a bit of unexpected weather there, but some really interesting perspective on what exactly is happening there in California. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.